Chapter 25. Then the kingdom of heaven may be compared to 10 virgins, who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. Now 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. For when the foolish ones took their lamps, they did not take olive oil with them. But the wise ones took olive oil in flasks with their lamps. And when the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and fell asleep. But in the middle of the night there was a shout, "Behold, the bridegroom! Come out to meet him!" Then all those virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish ones said to the wise ones, "Give us some of your olive oil, because our lamps are going out." But the wise ones answered, saying, "Certainly there will never be enough for us and for you. Go instead to those who sell olive oil, and buy some for yourselves." But while they had gone away to buy it, the bridegroom arrived. And those who were ready went inside with him to the wedding celebration, and the door was shut. And later the other virgins came also, saying, "Lord, Lord, open the door for us." But he answered and said, "Truly I say to you, I do not know you. Therefore be on the alert, because you do not know the day or the hour. For it is like a man going on a journey. He summoned his own slaves and handed over his property to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to each one according to his own ability. And he went on a journey immediately. The one who had received the 5 talents went out and traded with them, and gained 5 more. In the same way the one who had the 2 gained 2 more. But the one who had received the 1 went away, and dug up the ground, and hid his master's money. Now after a long time the master of those slaves came, and settled accounts with them. And the one who had received the 5 talents came up, and brought 5 more talents, saying, "Master, you handed over to me 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more talents." His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful slave. You were faithful over a few things. I will put you in charge over many things. Enter into the joy of your master." And the one who had the 2 talents also came up and said, "Master, you handed over to me 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 talents more." His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful slave. You were faithful over a few things. I will put you in charge over many things. Enter into the joy of your master." And the one who had received the 1 talent came up also, and said, "Master, because I knew you, that you are a hard man, reaping where you did not sow, and gathering from where you did not scatter seed, and because I was afraid, I went away and hid your talent in the ground. See, you have what is yours." But his master answered and said to him, "Evil and lazy slave, you knew that I reap where I did not sow, and gather from where I did not scatter seed. Then you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and when I returned, I would have gotten back what was mine with interest. Therefore take the talent from him, and give it to the one who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. And throw the worthless slave into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now when the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne, and all the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate them from one another, like a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will place the sheep on his right, and the goats on the left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me as a guest. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you cared for me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you as a guest, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you?" And the king will answer and say to them, "Truly I say to you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did it to me." Then he will also say to those on his left, Depart from me, you accursed ones, into the eternal fire that has been prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you did not give me anything to eat. I was thirsty, and you did not give me anything to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me as a guest. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not care for me. Then they will also answer, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and not serve you? Then he will answer them, saying, Truly I say to you, inasmuch as you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me. And these will depart into eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life.